Check it out. I just came by to look at my apple tree that I didn't know was an apple tree for years until it had some blossoms, and I thought there was only a little bit of blossoms. And look, I found, now that the leaves are falling off, there's more apples I didn't know were here. Oh, that just one branch had apples. I'm gonna have to try to get them. Those look delicious. Look at that big, huge one up there. Wait, hang on. Let me just put this bird seed down. Let's see, can I focus on that? It looks big and delicious and juicy. Maybe. A whole bunch up there. I'm gonna have to go get a ladder or a tall husband. Wow. This used to be small. I guess it was planted, the previous owners planted it. The original owners, my neighbors over here, who are cutting wood today, they built this house and raised their 5 kids, and then they sold it to other people who then sold it to us. So when I asked my neighbors who'd been here forever what the tree was, they didn't know because they didn't plant it and it was just small. But look at, I've been here since 2009 and now it's big. And I thought it was an apple tree, but it never had flowers. So maybe it was unhappy, I don't know. Maybe I should give it some tree fertilizer, encourage its growth. But yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of apples there that I'll have to try to climb up and get. Lucy's a tree climber. Too bad I can't train her to pick apples. Yeah, that's neat. I was just walking by on the way to deliver some bird seed. Let's go do that. So this is my birch tree garden, or one of them. I guess I have 2. This is my memorial garden to my father-in-law who died last year. And I put a nice little chair here to sit down in and move some hostas. There's a lavender, some other flowering plants, and then I put this little table here. And here's this teacup bird feeder that my friend Trish gave me. And I'm going to put some bird seed here for our friends. The chickadees are coming out, but this is a really nice tree. I really love birch trees. And they're very useful, especially to the indigenous peoples. They use the bark to make things and crafts, and they harvest it in a particular way. I'd like to learn how to do that and how to use it, because it peels off like paper. And it's really good for fire starting. So I actually gather it and I bring it downstairs. But you can see, like, nature just peeled this off here. Looks like parchment paper. It's kind of cool. But it gets harvested at a particular time of year. And it doesn't harm the tree. And they use it. So maybe I'll learn how to make a birch bark basket or something. Let's go visit the other apple tree. The colors are changing. This is my oak tree. It's kind of cool, isn't it? It's cute. It was very small when I planted it. There used to be an elm tree here. I think the neighbors planted... Oh, someone's coming. Did you hear the meow? We have a special guest on the show today. Lucinda May. Or when she's bad, I call her Lucifer. And she's not really ever bad. She just doesn't come home at night. So there was a Dutch elm tree here because my neighbors are Dutch. Well, the husband is. The wife is French-Canadian. And it died because, like a lot of those... Well, I guess it's not a Dutch elm, it was an elm. But there was Dutch elm disease that killed a lot of elm trees in Canada. So I cut it down with my chainsaw one day. It was just, a remnant. And then I found this little baby tree. Like, I don't even know how big it was. Like, probably, about as tall as my hand. There's a lot of like baby trees that grow at the edge of the forest, where whatever seeds or acorns or whatever fall from the other trees, or the squirrels bring, or chipmunks, or whoever. So I actually dug it up and I planted it here. And now, geez, I wish I remembered what year. Now look at it, it's growing. So maybe one day it'll make a mighty oak. What do they say? From small acorns, mighty oaks grow. And there's our friend, little Lucy. She likes to hang around and say hi to her mom whenever she's not busy catching mice and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. I like trees. I like oak trees. This is an apple tree too, kind of in this little area with a birch tree and some kind of a fir tree in there. And this is an apple tree, and wow, all the apples have fallen off. I put my ladder here so my sister could pick some apples for me. There's only a few left. They kind of look like little Christmas ornaments. I've actually eaten quite a few of them. Apples are really good for your stomach. Ooh, that's a nice big juicy one there. And I've made some into apple cider vinegar, and I might cut some up and, I don't know, maybe make some kind of a dessert or something. Here's our friend Lucy. She's following me wherever I go. I gotta go get the recycle bin and bring it all the way up the driveway. Kind of tired today. It's a long week. Working night shifts, not getting a lot of sleep. But stuff's gotta get done. You gotta do your chores or they pile up. Oh, she's gonna roll around. She rolls around in the dirt and the dust and she gets all dirty and dusty, but then when she comes home, she's pristine. So I think cats are kind of like birds, that they use the sand, or chinchillas, use the sand to clean their fur. Oh, headbutt. Headbutt mommy. Here, where are you? You're so cute. You're so cute. She's so soft. But yeah, you don't need to wash cats ever unless they get really dirty for some reason. All of my cats, they pretty much just get one bath when they show up, and that's it. They take care of themselves. I don't know why people bathe their cats all the time. It's not good for their skin, actually. She's perfectly clean. I love all these different trees. I think this is a balsam fir. I'll have to look things up, get one of those apps that tell you what trees are. I have looked some up before. I love birch trees, they're so pretty. This is a lilac bush. Wait till the spring for that to come out. I planted a pear tree there, but I have to move it and get it a mate because they need to have two to make fruit. This is a crabapple tree, this one right here, that my neighbor gave me a couple years ago, and I planted it there. Hopefully it'll give me some flowering crab apples. And she gave me another one too. I put it somewhere here. Yeah, there. But it's not big enough yet to make anything. And then she gave me this, which is a Weigelia. And I have a forsythia here that I bought and put in the back, but then I kind of moved it. And a couple years ago, they gave me this bush, which is a smoke bush, because they didn't want it anymore. And my neighbor came with his tractor and dug a big hole here because it's pretty rocky. Oh, there's Lucy. This is actually my cat cemetery, because after he, stirred up the soil, made it all nice, and then we had some elderly cats that were my mother-in-law's that passed on. I buried them here. And also, if you ever remember my story about Rufus, he's right here. So it's got a catnip in there as a memorial somewhere. I put different perennials in here, just extra ones that I have to kind of fill it out. These are lupins that I threw seeds from my other lupins, and it's kind of cool because now I can see there's quite a few going around the side. I kind of like that idea of spreading seeds around and having flowers come up in odd places. Here's our friend Lucy. She's following me everywhere, I told you. There's the farmer's field. Sometimes there's cows in there. I hear a tractor coming. We'll just get out of the way. watch it go by. That looks like some kind of a haymaker thing. Lucy always knows to jump into the ditch or the bushes or the forest or the brush whenever something comes on the road. We don't get a lot of traffic, but some. And she's smart. All the cats are smart like that. I don't really worry about them. People don't race on this road, although there are some people that do. There's not a lot of people that live here. There has been some accidents, believe it or not. My neighbor this way, their granddaughter, who actually lives next door here, their daughter lives next door. They built the house for her next door. She was walking on the road. She walks on the road like I do, and one of the neighbors way down the road at the end, their son was driving recklessly one day and almost hit her, and she had to jump into the ditch. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, drive responsibly. And they knew her. They were family friends. And a couple years ago too, another car turned over down the road into a farmer's field. Like, actually flipped over. Like, how fast are you going on a dirt road? Oh, Lucy's using my lilac stump as a scratching post. She's just having a good time. Everything is fun for her. You can see why I have trouble keeping her inside at night, because it's a kiddie playground here. Look, it's a kiddie playground. So much to see and do. All right, let's go do our job of getting the recycle bin. I took it out Thursday night. I got off work at 10, got home by 10:30, and it's really dark here at night. There's no street lights, obviously. So I actually, oh, another tractor's coming. I actually turned my car around and used the headlights of the car to illuminate the driveway for me, and got a flashlight, because it's spooky at night here, man. Like, there can be coyotes, there can be creatures, you know. I'm not really afraid, but I heard a mountain lion once, I swear to God, in the forest. I heard creepy things creeping in the forest, crackling. Might have been just a deer. But it was still creepy. This is my lupin garden. And I put some sunflowers in it. I cleaned it out because there was like a lot of catnip that took over. Oh, there's one of my bee friends. I put some sunflowers, but they didn't really come up because it was too overgrown. This is another apple tree. I don't know how it got here. I didn't plant it. I don't know what happened there. It might have been, I did put some compost in when I was creating this garden, because there was another tree here, but the hydro people cut it down because there's hydro lines here. And I kind of created this garden for the lupins to be out front, and I put like dirt and compost and things like that to fill it in, and then some black earth. And I got these rocks to surround it from the forest. And I didn't plant this apple tree, so it might have been like from an apple. And I don't know how many years ago, and look at it now. Oh, shoot. A couple weeks ago, I got the mail, and I put it down here as I walk the dog, and it looks like I left it there. Okay, I'll have to bring that with me. Oops. Oops, I hope there's nothing important in there. No, it doesn't look like just junk mail. So yeah. Gotta go get my recycle bin, haul it back. Too bad I can't hook it up to my tractor and just pull it. I'm tired today. Dog's not gonna get walked today. Looks like a nice day for it, doesn't it? beautiful road. Nice and peaceful. Look at all the trees turning colors. I love my tall, I call them cathedral spruces. You hear her? Hi! She's coming. That's what she does. She talks to me. Come here! Luce! Come on! Come here, cutie! Oh, she's gonna make me come to her. Oh, look at all the bees. I love the bees on my fall mums. I planted these everywhere around the property. They're so beautiful and resilient. I brought some to work for a colleague and she loved them. Look at her, she's ridiculous. Okay, I gotta get to work. I gotta bring this home.